Welcome to Keeping It Real with KC. I am your host, KC Phoenix, and this is the third episode. I promised you guys that I would more than likely do sports episodes. I'm on the third episode. If you have not checked out the previous two episodes, you might want to do so. I discussed Conor McGregor on one and one of his little incidents. And for the other one, I discussed women's soccer. So be sure to check that out. I hope that you enjoyed those. As for housekeeping, KIRWKC.com is the main podcasting platform. Also, you can follow on Twitter and Instagram, KIRWKC, or Facebook.com/KIRWKC. If you are watching on YouTube, you can click the subscribe button followed by the notification bell. That will let you know when I upload new videos. The same thing with Daily Motion. If you click the subscribe button, that will let you know when I upload new videos. Now, if you are new to this with me reading articles, because as I said before in previous episodes, sports isn't really my thing, but I have fun covering sports stuff because I can learn as I cover it. Just like I learned in my previous episode that there were 9 female soccer teams. I didn't know that. Now, there are possibly going to be 10 or 11. So, which in the details of that whole setup is in that previous is in the previous episode on soccer, of women's soccer. But I'm doing this third and final episode. I will be reading the article for the first time and I will go back and forth. I'll alternate back and forth. Or toggle back and forth, however you want to say it. All right. This I found funny because for a coach to go and quit after one game, yeah, I had to click on the link. I'm like, all right, I want to know more. So that is where we are at. All righty, let's see here. Southern Mississippi coach Jay Hopson surprisingly quits one game into the season. Now let's see where this goes. College football has its first coaching change before most of the sport has even played its first game. On Monday, Jay Hopson stepped down as Southern Mississippi coach following an ugly season opening 32-21 loss to underdog South Alabama. Now, again, I don't know much about sports, but 32-21 is not bad. If it would have been 32-0, that would be different. But 32-21, okay. Before I go back into this, because now I'm about to get on my soapbox. You know how sometimes people look for a reason, and I might even add that to my daily thought. How people sometimes look for a reason to do something, like they were planning on doing what they were planning on doing what they were going to do anyway, and they just needed a reason. It's sort of like you plan on quitting your job at the end of the week, or you're planning on quitting your job at the end of the week, but you could quit earlier. It doesn't matter. You just need a reason, and then whoever says something to you or sets you off or whatever, and then you're like, you know what, I don't need this, I quit, and you just walk out the door. Like you were planning on leaving the company anyway. I feel like I said, sports isn't my thing, but I do know people. I know people very well. I'm not buying this. I'm not buying this. If it would have been 32-0, I might half buy it. But this score here, 32-21, and no, I'm not buying that. All right, let me get back to this. All right, after the 32-21 loss to underdog Southern Alabama, he will be replaced by co-offensive coordinator Scotty Walden. Hopson had done a good job at the Conference USA school, posting a 28 to 23 record and appearing in 3 bowl games in 4 seasons. Coach Hobson, and this is a quote from someone, Coach Hobson came to me after last Thursday's game to discuss what was in his heart. And after much discussion over the weekend, he and I agreed that new leadership for our football program is needed. Athletic Director Jeremy McLean said, Coach Hobson has been part of our program for 10 years. I appreciate his commitment to Southern Mississippi and wish Jay and his family nothing but the best. He didn't quit. He was fired. That's what that was. That's what that was. I'm not buying that. I've seen these type of statements before in corporate. No. This man didn't quit. He was fired. But let me go ahead and finish this article because this is dragging out. All right. Hobson had previously clashed with President Rodney D. Bennett after trying to hire disgraced former Baylor coach Art. I'm looking at my laptop here. I'm squinting. Hold on. Art Brillis, Briles. Art Brillis as his offensive coordinator in February of 2019. Shortly afterwards, a report in The Athletic stated that Southern Mississippi recruited a junior college player who had been accused of, who had been accused of the R word to women at knife point, though the player was later denied admission by the school. After a heartfelt discussion with Jeremy, we have come to a mutual agreement for me to step down as head coach, Hobson said. I am in total agreement with this change in leadership and truly believe it is in the best interest of the players, coaches, and this entire program. I cannot thank Dr. Bennett and our administration enough for the opportunity that they gave me. I wish Southern Mississippi nothing but the best and am thankful for all they have done for me and my family. All right. The title of this article, it says Southern Mississippi coach Jay Hobson surprisingly quits after 1 game into the season. That is misleading. You can tell by reading this, if you know the language, that he didn't quit. He was fired. And that I will buy. It would have been one of the two. Either he was looking for a reason to leave, or either he was fired, which would have been my next thing. After reading this, and yet they can say what they can say. He was, we can add allegedly all up and down this thing. Fine, whatever. But if you know corporate talk, in corporate talk, it doesn't matter if you're in sports. It doesn't matter if you're in white collar job. It doesn't matter if you're in a blue collar job. It doesn't matter what type of job you're in. We all know corporate talk. That's corporate talk. So I've seen it too many times. He didn't quit because of that low score that they brought up, because they were saying that 32-21. That's not, if it would have been 32-0, I'd be like, okay. But no, he was fired. And after bringing up that he was trying to bring on someone else who has some other situations, and yeah, they let him go, allegedly. That's what that was. So I found this article interesting, and this article actually turned out even more interesting than I thought it would be after reading it. So now we found out together. And that is the 3rd episode of Keeping It Real with KC this weekend. I did all sports episodes this weekend, and I learned something new. In Southern Mississippi, I didn't even know there was a college, Southern Mississippi football team. So I learned that now. And also now I know that Coach Hobson is no longer the coach at Southern Mississippi. So that's something I can bring up during nothing. But yeah. All right. So that's all I got. Thank you all who have been listening, liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. I appreciate it. It means the world to me. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform, KIRWKC. For Instagram, Twitter, or Twitter, and Facebook.com/KIRWKC. YouTube, of course, as I said at the beginning, click the subscribe button followed by the notification bell. You will know when I upload new videos. Same thing with Daily Motion if you click the subscribe button. Until next time, I love you. Be blessed.